show don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reason. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go! Hey, hold on. 54. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss. Two on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try to wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
He nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's it, baby.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Kaiser. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Again, it's Kaiser. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Kaiser. Got some real estate inside the 30. Open man is Switzer complete.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up third down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6. From the gun, Kaiser. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That one good for 33 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the Browns' 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Smith. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Pulled it good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Kaiser. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down.
Set, ready.
Play action now. Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Everson Griffin, his 2nd sack of the night.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Operating from the gun. Kaiser, he wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he whips that one incomplete there. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Slay.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Kaiser now. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jannard Avery. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A give to Smith out of the gun. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Bullock's kick is good, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. carries up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
54. Check, block 54, block 54. You're trapped. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Kaiser. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 2, Newton, and Diggs has it. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, Madison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first down carry for Smith. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Smith. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Joe Schobert in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Newton. Complete. Smith has it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kaiser to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kaiser. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Able to find Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, Kaiser. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Kaiser now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Kaiser. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Seth DeValve, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Vikings 16.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now it's Newton going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Newton. It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Newton on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Third and long, it's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
From my heart and soul, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
Menu narration option is set to off.
This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real what's round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the man